And the Philadelphia Flyers are back on the board with the 22nd pick in the 2023 NHL Draft. They go defense this time. Oliver Bonk from London. Gil Martin here alongside our prospects expert Hadi Kalakeche. And we're joined by Rachel Donner of Locked On Flyers to break down every angle of this pick. And Rachel, NHL Bloodlines here. Your thoughts on Oliver Bonk?
Yeah, it's a real interesting pick in contrast to the Matvei Michkov pick at 7. This is definitely a safer pick. Right-handed defenseman. They always say you can never have too many of them, in your system. And so I can understand why the Flyers picked him here. There may have been some more exciting forwards on the board at this point, but if you're going to pick a defenseman, a shutdown guy is a good option. Russ might disagree, but I thought his playoffs were okay. Russ did not think his playoffs for London were that great, but I think, he had a decent season offensively, but the way that London plays, I can see why you may not have been able to see the best of what Oliver Bonk has to offer. And so for me, it's a very much a wait and see project with him. And I think, it's very possible that he could turn out to be a real solid NHL defenseman.
Hadi, I know you feel this pick was a little bit of a reach at this level. Why?
Well, the thing is, I like upside. And Bonk, upside is not the word to describe him. He's dependable, he's reliable, he's solid in his own zone, physical, intense, punishing. A lot of words go to describe him, but upside is not. I mean, he has all the makings of a bottom pair defender. Shutdown ability, he's going to be really good on a top penalty killing unit, that kind of thing. But he has individual tools that are decent, but the application of them is really poor. I mean, he's got a great shot, a great heavy shot from the point in a vacuum, but he doesn't manipulate from the point to open up shooting lanes. He doesn't try to find open space off the puck in the high slot in order to skate down into his shots and take him from more dangerous areas. His playmaking lacks the manipulation and deception of his shot, and also lacks the dare and kind of the dare and effort level that his stick handling lacks as well. So puck skills wise, they're good in a vacuum, but very, very hard to put together at an NHL level for him based on the way that he plays, the way that he thinks a game. A very glass and out defenseman. This is the type of player that I would take in the mid-second round, late second round, but at 22, there's a lot of value that's being left on the table. There's guys like Callum Ritchie that were still available. Otto Stenberg is another guy put in that conversation. Grayson Sawshin's probably going to drop out of the first round. There were some options in terms of potential top of the lineup players that I would have liked to see the Flyers swing on, especially with the timeline to greatness. They have time to figure things out. For me, Bonk, he can step into a play-killing role tomorrow and he'd do a decent job, but I don't see him playing in the top 4. That's the issue for me. So there's a distinct lack of upside, but again, you're getting a very reliable, very dependable defenseman here, and a guy who's going to just punish your opposing wingers for going down his side of the ice, which, I mean, there's value in that for sure.
Rachel, 2 first-round picks made. What does this say about the approach that the new Flyers management is taking?
Yeah, I think there seems to be a plan in place to, pick guys that are going to be ready when the team is ready for them. And I think that's the right approach to take. And especially with all the changes they've been making behind the scenes and focusing on player development, I think that Bonk is going to benefit from that in a lot of ways in terms of his course of growth over the next couple of years. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing what he can do. And then, Michkov can come in and score all the goals he wants.
Yep.
All right. Well, for more on this selection and all the Flyers' other moves around the draft and free agency, tune in to Locked On Flyers for free on your favorite podcast app and on YouTube. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.